Hey, Callum here, also known as Heckin' Callum. I am 24, living in the city of Manchester in the UK. I own a salon and have done for the last 3 years. Now, I just want to say thank you first of all. Thank you for making me realise that I am focusing too much energy on the wrong places. I love creating art, I love making people happy, and being a part of the change in the industry that we need. My artist statement. I use hairstyling to empower individuals, allowing them to express their unique identities with strength and confidence. I view hair as a crown, a symbol of authority and authenticity, where every strand tells a story. My work blends culture, history, and personal narrative, creating designs that reflect both beauty and power. Whether shaping natural curls or crafting bold avant-garde looks, I aim to help clients discover their true selves through their hair, making every style a statement of individuality. The philosophy of hair. A powerful expression of identity and transformation. More than a physical trait, it reflects individuality, culture, and self-realization. Hair is a canvas creativity, allowing constant reinvention and shaping of how we relate ourselves to and around the world. So in our formulation today, or shall I say in my formulation today, we are focusing on creating a graduated bob using 0 elevation. And in order to do so, we're going to cut the angle between 35 and 45 degrees, depending on the amount of graduation we are looking for. We are going to cut with 0 elevation because curls already have elevation. I'm looking for symmetry on both sides of the head, so it's going to be a symmetric haircut. The area of critical mass that I'm looking for is around eye level, between eye and ear. This is where I want my critical mass point to be, and that's from all the way around the head. So if you look at it at a 360, your eyes are drawn to this area here. The 6 most important things I am looking for when cutting this haircut is making sure that I stay in the back plane for the back, the side plane for the side, and the top plane for the top. I don't want to start over directing because that's going to cause unnecessary length in areas that I do not want it. And I'm going to make sure that when I cut the base, so anything from the occipital down, we are measuring twice, cut once. And not forgetting that my scissors rather, in the UK that we say that, my scissors are the guide to my angle. The balance area, I am going to follow the guide and carry on blending. And then the front area, which doesn't really have any rules, we are going to maintain because the model is already slightly shorter on the top. I'm going to work with geometric, not organic shapes, and that's my formulation. My second formulation is a radial haircut, and this is where our layering is going to happen at 90 degrees around the head. So wherever the head curves is cut at 90. The shape will expand out from the central point, and that is going to be at the top of the head. Think of it like a bicycle wheel. That bicycle wheel has spokes and the origin point is in the middle. That is our guide. I'm still going to work in my back plane, side plane, top plane, and I'm going to stay consciously competent to make sure that every curve of the head is cut at 90. Hello. It's okay, babes. You're good. So here is our starting point. This is where we were before. We had an asymmetric little bob going on. However, we wanted to change that. So I split the front panels away just behind the ear. Moving on to the back section, we are taking a split all the way down the middle, and then we're going to take a horizontal section about 2 finger widths apart, or however much you can manage in your fingers. I'm taking a middle section, T to the part, pulling it straight back, and we are cutting that first angle. Don't forget measuring twice, cutting once is always ideal. Following that, I am moving around the section, T to the part, making sure that we don't over direct anything at all or change the elevation. Once completed, we are moving onto the side plane, and remembering not to over direct backwards or forward, we're doing T to the part from that side plane. And we're going to cut our angle all the way through. Once that full section is completed, I am taking the fun area and connecting all the way through, and these are my final results. Moving on to our radial, this is our before. We are starting with our guide, which is going to be the origin of this whole entire haircut at the top, cutting straight across at 90, making sure that we have that shape initially installed. I then took a section all the way down the center part at the back and followed the angle of 90 throughout the head, making sure that at every curve I made sure that that was at 90. Throughout the top, I did the same exact sectioning through the top, through the sides, and making sure that everything is cut at 90. A great way to check if you throw the head forward and see the perfectly rounded shape all the way through. If not, make sure that when you're going back through, you look at your origin point and start at 90 all the way through the hair again. And these are the final results. I think in this whole experience, I have learned to understand the why and not just do, and become a little bit more present and take some more time in understanding the why, the how, and remember why I came into this industry. That's because I love hair, I love creating, not to prove anything.